A recent report from the World Economic Forum on the future of early career jobs reveals a startling figure. Across the globe, 37% of entry-level workers are currently in roles with medium to high exposure to AI-driven task change. This chart tracks the growth in job postings over the last decade. Looking closely at the entry-level lines, we see a 16% decline in hiring postings in AI-exposed fields. But the timing is revealing. That downward trajectory began months before ChatGPT launched in November 2022. This is more than a simple story of technology replacing humans. It is a layered correction involving post-pandemic hiring shifts and economic uncertainty. AI arrived exactly as employers became cautious about expanding headcount, accelerating a change that was already in motion. The volume of junior roles that existed 3 years ago is being restructured. Higher education is feeding graduates into a significantly realigned labor market. Since the 1950s, the professional world has been organized around a concept formalized by management theorist Peter Drucker, the standard do, manage, lead career ladder. In that era, the hierarchy functioned as a distribution mechanism. Value flowed down from managers to employees. Generative AI flattens this structure. When analysis becomes accessible, a junior analyst can reach depths in an afternoon that previously required years of experience. Value is moving to the edge of the organization. Junior employees are no longer just applying established practices, they are manufacturing new knowledge in real time as they direct AI tools to solve live problems. Yet many degree programs were designed for the old organizational architecture. They are producing graduates for a world where knowledge is stored in a vault, rather than manufactured at the screen. The workforce is already sensing this disconnect. 68% of Generation Z workers now believe they could do their jobs effectively without a university degree. Employers are adjusting their hiring criteria to match. At companies like Dropbox, hiring managers are actively screening for applied AI fluency, the ability to work with these tools in practical contexts, rather than just understanding them in theory. The internal data at Dropbox supports this shift. Entry-level hires who arrive with strong AI capability show dramatically faster ramp-up times, and 65% of them earn a promotion by their second year. These early career stars excel at orchestration. Their performance is assessed not just on their output, but on how they direct AI agents, interrogate the results, and refine the final product. A traditional academic transcript represents only a portion of this new evaluation. Employers are now screening for evidence of applied workflow judgment that a degree alone does not guarantee. As companies race to adopt these tools, they are discovering a severe hidden risk. Corporate leaders in the WEF report call it cognitive atrophy. When workers rely on AI to handle routine problem-solving, they risk losing the underlying expertise required to catch errors. Without the struggle of building a model from scratch, they may lose the ability to evaluate if the AI's output is actually correct. There is a sharp dividing line between AI-native talent, who steer the technology, and AI-dependent talent, who can only consume its results. The defense against this decay is the judgment layer, the uniquely human capacity to critically evaluate, verify, and contextualize what an AI generates. While corporations need this judgment layer to manage risk, they are often not structured to teach it to new hires. This leaves a specific gap that a redesigned curriculum is uniquely positioned to fill. Higher education does not need to abandon its core mission. It must change exactly how capability is demonstrated and assessed in the classroom to match an AI-enabled workplace. We can see this pivot happening at the Guanghua School of Management at Peking University. The school has undertaken a structural redesign. They are shifting assessment from traditional written outputs to project-based workflows directly supported by AI tools, focusing on applied experience and industry collaboration. If students are expected to orchestrate AI agents in the workplace, those agents must be integrated into the syllabus today. The goal is to move from teaching people about work to ensuring they can actually do the work. Educators can build the judgment layer through specific protocols, like the interrogation workflow. This requires students to perform the hardest analytical tasks by hand first, establishing a baseline of capability before they check an AI-generated summary. Grading can then evolve to evaluate a student's ability to audit an AI output. Success is measured by identifying what the model missed, the institutional context and unwritten rules that the technology cannot access. Companies are looking for these alternative signals of readiness. The Merck Group now defines the AI skills they need and partners with universities to ensure those specific capabilities are built into the curriculum, even committing to hiring graduates directly from these programs. Leading economies, like Singapore, are formalizing this through national skill ecosystems. They use shared data to connect employers and educators, ensuring that training approaches align with real-time shifts in the labor market. To remain relevant, colleges must integrate into these evolving pathway ecosystems, moving beyond the traditional degree to provide the specific signals of workplace readiness that employers now demand. The transition in entry-level work is an ongoing reality. A degree program designed even 2 years ago is already partially obsolete if it doesn't include a demonstrated portfolio of AI fluency. Organizations like Dentsu Japan are already building their own internal certification levels, from basic to master, to track and reward these skills independently. The infrastructure for an AI-driven economy is being built right now. For higher education, the choice is to either integrate into these new pathways or see the traditional degree continue to lose its power as a signal of career readiness.